We are live from LaVell Edwards Stadium on a Friday game day, and we are super stoked to welcome in our next guest. You just heard his song, Big Fish, in that music video. He's a country folk musician and star, and a West Virginia native, Philip Bowen. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me out here. It's good to be here.
I saw your stuff on Instagram a couple years ago, and someone, Hema Hamuli, said, hey, we're bringing Philip Bowen. I was like, I know Philip Bowen. That's awesome, man.
I'm here. I'm in Utah. It feels good.
You've exploded the last couple of years. What's it been like?
It's been a truly life-changing couple of years. Like, it went from, like, something I was doing, I really hope I can make this work, and then now it's my whole job. I can just do music for a living, and I tour, and I get to do cool stuff like this, which is even cooler. So this is very surreal. Living my dream for sure.
New album coming out next week, right?
Yeah,
1 week
October
from
10th.
today.
October 10th, Appalachia Forever drops, and it's been a fun year releasing music from that. So I'm excited.
Let's go. How do people find it? I mean, I know that most know, but we're going to tell everybody in our audience how to find the new album.
Listen, you can just you can go to iTunes, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, however you do your thing. You look for my name or you look for Appalachia Forever.
I feel like our two fan bases love some of the same things, like country folk music, mountains, family, like all this stuff.
Football.
I think we get football. I think we get along.
You get it, yeah. And I think just even the reception we've had since we've been here, like, it's just been incredible. It feels very homey to me. Like I said, your mountains are a little bigger than ours, but besides that, it feels very much like home.
Oh, the fall in West Virginia.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. 2 years ago when I was there,
yeah,
I didn't know. I thought I knew, but I didn't know. Like, it's so beautiful.
West Virginia, I was not familiar with your game.
That's right.
You could say. Yeah.
Indeed. All right. We do want to get to the football eventually.
Sure.
I feel like the transition point here is no matter what happens for West Virginia the rest of this campaign, Philip, you beat Pitt.
You beat Pitt.
Okay?
You beat Pitt.
Good.
You beat the rival. That's
We're
awesome.
good. We beat Pitt. Everybody feels better when that happens, trust me. So that's a must. That's a must.
All right. That said, let's transition to our Big 12 Pick'em. Obviously, Philip Bowen is our guest picker this week, and a West Virginia fan. So just keep that in mind, okay? Just keep that in mind.
I wonder who we will pick and who he will pick.
All right. Quick reminder with our guest pickers this season: Tanner Mangum, former BYU quarterback, still leading the way with his 6-1 mark.
That's your mark. You got to beat 6-1. So 7-0.
6-1.
No pressure.
That's tough. That's tough, right?
I got him. He's cooked already. I got it. Don't worry about it.
Game number 1, Oklahoma State. They've been struggling, looking for their first Big 12 conference win since 2023. They're in coaching flux. They're at Arizona. Philip, are you going to take a flyer on Oklahoma State, or is it Arizona?
I'm going to go Arizona all the way. That's an easy pick for me. Oklahoma State, they're going through some stuff, so I'll take Arizona.
They had that, like, what are we going to do energy last week? That's going to fade away a little bit. Arizona big.
Yep, it's Arizona. But it won't be Arizona next week, and BYU's in Tucson.
Let's hope not.
In Tucson.
In Tucson.
Let's go. Game number 2, number 11, Texas Tech, unbeaten. They're on the road against unbeaten Houston. Will this be a reckoning for Houston, or did they pull an upset, Philip?
I think this game will be closer than people think, but I would still take the Red Raiders here at Texas Tech.
Only undefeated matchup in America, by the way, this week. It's a blowout for Houston. Barrett Morton is back. Red Raiders win convincingly.
Yeah, Texas Tech, I believe that Texas Tech is going to flex again and show that they're the best team in the Big 12.
Yeah.
Game number 3, 2 teams looking to bounce back from losses last week. Kansas heads to Orlando to take on UCF. This is an interesting game, Philip. Who do you got?
I will take. I've been to a game at this stadium. It's a lot of fun. I went to college down in Tampa Bay. I've been to this stadium a couple times. So I'm going to take Central Florida. I'm taking UCF. I'm taking the Knights.
Okay.
For a little upset.
Wait, did you go to USF?
No, I didn't go to USF. I went to University of Tampa. Spartans. Go Spartans.
Okay, let's go.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I have UCF as well in an upset. I think the Kansas offense has been explosive, but I think the bounce house will be doing its thing. They had 3 runs of 40-plus last week against Kansas State. If they get that run game going, they have a chance.
I'm picking Kansas, and here's why. I love their head coach, Lance Leipold. That's it. I just want Coach Leipold
Good
to win.
dude. We love him.
Go Kansas. Game 4. The team BYU beat last week, Colorado, heads to Fort Worth to take on a TCU team that's feeling angry after they let one slip away against Arizona State. Who wins, Philip?
I really don't remember that weird thing they do with their hands at TCU, like I can't remember which one it is,
Frog,
but
the frog.
But I'll take the Frogs. I think that's too much for Colorado to overcome. They're struggling as well, so I'll take the Frogs.
I think it's this, which is
yeah.
And it's weird. I have TCU. They blew the lead against ASU. They were up 17. They're not going to blow a lead against Colorado. Eric McAllister might have a monster game again.
Yeah.
He had 254 receiving yards against SMU, second most ever by a TCU receiver. Maybe he breaks out.
TCU's home. They're angry. They're horned frogs. They might win by 20 plus.
Horned frogs spit blood out of their eyes,
Exactly.
by the way. That's a weird fact.
They're feeling like that after losing to Arizona State.
Yeah, crazy.
Game number 5, number 14, Iowa State. They're somewhat beat up. Both of their starting cornerbacks are out. They head to Cincinnati, which is kind of a weird place to play. Iowa State's an underdog, according to the odds makers.
Cincy big win at Kansas last week.
Exactly.
Who do you have?
You know, where I'm from, we say Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
And I've been in Nippert Stadium. I know how it goes. I'm taking the Bearcats, baby. I'm taking the Bearcats. I know it's not technically an upset because they're favored, but I think they're going to knock off Iowa State.
I know that Vegas says it wouldn't be an upset, but this would be an upset. Iowa State's undefeated. They were the second best team in the Big 12 last year. Rocco Beck ran for 3 rushing touchdowns last week. Chase Sowell got going last week. Went over 100 for the first time. I have Iowa State winning this.
Listen, I know Iowa State feels like a big fish. In the Big 12?
Nice.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, good.
Nice callback.
No. Cincinnati, they have better fishermen this week in Cincinnati. Okay, I'm going with the
You got it.
Bearcats at home. Game 6, Avery Johnson and Kansas State. They take on Sawyer Robertson, one of the best quarterbacks in the Big 12, and Baylor, but Baylor's defense has been very suspect. Interesting game here. Where do you lean?
Man, I don't know. You know, sometimes I lean towards the home team with Baylor Baptist as they used to be, but I'm gonna take Kansas State. I'm taking K-State on this one.
I like Baylor in this game, despite Dylan Edwards coming back for Kansas State running for 166. He's a real game changer for them. I just think Baylor at home with Sawyer Robertson and that explosive offense is too much.
I feel like this game will be very close, but in a game that I think might actually start into like a shootout, get into a shootout form, I'm going to take Baylor and Sawyer Robertson.
K-State needs it, though. Like, if K-State wins this game, they're kind of backed in the hunt a little bit.
Gotta have it. They gotta have it.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting game there. Interesting week in general, if you can't tell based on our conversation here. And finally, number 23 BYU hosting Phillips West Virginia Mountaineers tonight in LaVell Edwards Stadium. Philip, are you going to go against your fan base?
The graphic gave it away.
You know,
Also, it's already
you already know.
It's already in there.
But it don't matter if they're playing a Super Bowl NFL team. It will never happen where I don't pick my Mountaineers. Go Mountaineers. They've had we got Rich Rod back in town. Lots of new players. Had some injuries. That's life. It's life. Next person up. Rich Rod's got him with the hard edge. We got it tonight. We're gonna win at BYU.
It'll be an interesting game because you have two freshman quarterbacks. I think it'll be interesting. BYU needs to avoid the Oklahoma State type game like we've talked about, where they're supposed to win. They're a big favorite. But yeah, Bear Bachmeier and the Cougs win tonight.
I have the Cougs. Shocker, I know. Listen, because we're
Who's
split
paying
here.
the bills?
We're split here. We could submit both of our picks to freezing cold takes, and one of us will show up. One of us will show up with a freezing cold take. Philip, great to have you here.
Man,
Thanks for being here.
It's awesome. Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm looking forward to it. And just thanks for all the hospitality. It's been amazing.
I hope you go 6-1. There's one game I hope you don't get. And that you tie for first. That's what I hope on Monday is what we're talking about.
I hope I go 7-0.
I know you do, but I don't.
Hey, listen, just make sure you find some ice cream in between the third and fourth quarters because every visiting fan gets ice cream from the creamery. They give it away. We got to make sure Philip's taking care of us.
Hey, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
What is a Cougar Tail?
It's a
you gotta get a Cougar Tail.
maple bar, like a
18-inch long maple bar donut.
Yeah, all right. I gotta get on that because
it's awesome.
Everybody's been saying you gotta get a Cougar Tail while you're here, so I'll see if I can make that.
We'll
happen.
get you one.
All right.
We'll get you
yeah.
one.
Yes.
Okay, tune in to see Philip Bowen, Tavon Austin, Kevin Pittsnoggle, Jeff Hostetler.